Hello, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. So, this is really creepy, but I've been seeing this. I don't know if you've been seeing this, but this is floating around on YouTube and on Twitter and some of the other social media. Um, Americans suddenly died in Dominican Republic weeks before three others, and FBI will investigate. So, no, what I've been seeing is articles and people questioning the Dominican Republic and this particular tourist attraction area where American people they show up and they don't come home. This is by Steve Healing or Helling people out of the People magazine, I believe. So the U.S. State Department has confirmed that there are now four American tourists who have recently died while on vacation at the Dominican Republic, which has prompted an FBI investigation into the mystery. So Robert Bell Wallace, 67 years old, died in April while staying at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Resort in Punta Cana. So his niece Sholay Arnold, or Cholay Arnold, if I said it wrong, sorry about that, told Fox News that he had became ill after having a drink from his hotel's room's minibar, and he was in the country to attend his stepson's wedding. He was fine, Arnold said, but on April 11th, he had scotch from the minibar and he started feeling very sick. And he had blood in his urine and stool right afterwards. So he died 3 days later. And Arnold claims that the authorities have not given them a cause of death. So we have so many questions, she said. So we don't want this to happen to anyone else. Word of caution, people, do not go to the Dominican Republic. People have been dying. Um, there has been some deaths uh, of some black couples as well as white couples. But just in, the State Department confirms the fourth American tourist death in the Dominican Republic. So he has been identified as Robert Bell Wallace, a native of the Bay Area. And so this is really bad. It's on Twitter. So weeks after Wallace's death, three more American tourists died, the same resort over a 5 day period. So do not go to this resort in the Dominican Republic. So on May 25th, Miranda Schaup or Schaup Werner, an Allentown, Pennsylvania psychotherapist, 41 years, collapsed shortly after mixing a drink from the mini bar. All of them have been to this mini bar at this particular resort and they've been dying. So, in the luxury Bahia Principe, Bougainville, where she was celebrating her ninth wedding anniversary with husband Daniel Werner. Okay, so according to the reports of her autopsy released Thursday by the Attorney General of the Dominican Republic, she died of a heart attack that caused respiratory failure and fluid to accumulate in the lungs. 5 days later, Edward Nathaniel Holmes, 63 years of age, and Cynthia Day, 49, were found unresponsive in their hotel room of the Grand Bahia Principe, La Ramona, which is on the same resort as the luxury Bahia Principe, Bougainville. Um, so there were no signs of violence. So according to the autopsy report, now these are the people that have been dying. So the couple suffered respiratory failure and fluid accumulation in the lungs, with the day also suffering a cerebral edema, though the cause of the fatal episode was not clear and the toxicology results are still pending. And so these are the people that have recently been deceased since they've been to these resorts in the Dominican Republic. So last week, a Colorado couple who stayed at the Grand Bahia Principe Hotel alleged that they had become violently ill after being exposed to what they suspect were insecticides through the air. An insecticide that was in the air conditioning system, almost like someone's deliberately killing Americans that go to the Dominican Republic. So just be careful. According to the lawsuit filed by the couple, their room smelled like chemicals. And so they say that they experienced headache, nausea, cramping, and diarrhea. So the FBI is conducting tests at the resort where 3 Americans died. The FBI confirmed to Fox that it is joining the investigation team into a mysterious death and the illnesses on the island. So they will be sending experts to conduct tests at the Bahia Principe hotels and Shayup Winter um, Shellop, Warner, Holmes, and Day, where they died. Okay, so if I pronounce the names wrong, sorry for that. But these people, they wanted to go to a vacation resort and tour, and they wanted to have a good time, and they ended up dead. So Pennsylvania woman died at the same Dominican Republic hotels 5 days before engaged couple found dead. And so um, Univision reported that Bernstein, the ambassador of the United States of the Dominican Republic, said last week recent high-profile incidences involving American tourists in the Caribbean island nation, including the assault of a woman at another resort, were isolated cases. So we have 2.7 million Americans who come to the country, and the statistic is that this is a very unique event. Bernstein said they come to visit the beautiful beaches and enjoy the great culture. Unfortunately, sometimes those things happen to people. The resort did not respond Monday to people's request for the comment. And so, what I would do is probably not go because that's too many people to die so close together. And from what the one couple was describing, where they had smelled chemicals in their room through the air vent, and they had headache, nausea, cramping, and diarrhea, and they became violently ill. So, what is your take on this? This is very scary to learn that this type of thing is happening. But anyway, I'm going to play this video as I come to a close on this issue.
Recent deaths of American tourists at the same resort in the Dominican Republic. Janet Chamberlain has new developments.
Canoeing together! Edward Holmes and fiancée Cynthia Day were having a time of their lives at the Bahia Principe La Romana resort in the Dominican Republic. The Maryland couple posting photos on social media saying they never wanted to leave. They were found dead in their room on May 30th.
Just got engaged. They were celebrating.
Just 5 days earlier, Miranda's shop Warner collapsed and died just hours after arriving at a sister hotel at the same resort. The FBI confirms it's investigating the sudden deaths. Preliminary autopsies indicate all 3 had the same cause: fluid in the lungs and respiratory failure. No toxicology report is available yet. In a statement, the resort claims Miranda Shop Warner died of a heart attack. A family spokesman says she was treated for a heart issue years ago, but was recently in good health.
We don't have any answers of what happened down there.
The deaths brought back memories for Dawn McCoy, whose husband David died in the Dominican Republic last year.
He wasn't able to breathe. He wasn't able to talk. He was sweating profusely.
Tonight, a new development in the deaths of a Texas couple vacationing in Fiji. Authorities have ruled out the flu in the deaths of Michelle and David Paul. Janet Chamberlain, CBS News, Los Angeles.
So there you have it. And so I guess until they figure out what the cause of all of this is a developing story. And so if anyone else goes and travels and all of a sudden mysteriously dies, then there will be even more questions raised about the nature of the safety of going to these particular resorts. With that being said, I'm going to let this video go. What is your take on it? Thanks for listening.